Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Monday the 30th of January. Here we have our tables in front of us. We have two types of tables. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are highlighting the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. And you can see that some of the currencies here are highlighted in green. That means that there is a confluence between those two trading time frames. And that's where we'll look to focus our attention in these videos. The tables auto update every 15 minutes, 24/7, meaning our members can see how the markets stand right now in real time. So what are the tables telling us right now? Well, they're telling us that the Australian dollar remains the top currency on both tables, being in S1. That is followed by the New Zealand dollar at S2 on the trend traders, it's S3 on the day traders. The dollar remains the weakest currency, being W1 on both. That is followed by the Swiss franc on the trend traders, but followed by the yen on the day traders. The third weakest currency on the trend traders is the yen. However, on the day traders, it is the Swiss franc. Now, we're going to have a little look at Aussie today. We're going to have a look at the Australian dollar versus the US dollar and the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. We saw some momentum with the yen this morning, so we're going to have a look at that market as well. So stick around for that one. And we're going to kick it off with Aussie US dollar first, just because I want to show you where price is resting. So jumping on to Aussie US dollar. Now, we spoke about this market last week and we said it's probably not a good time to buy the market because we're in and around the 0.7125 handle where we saw the market fall from in the past. Now, price has come into this level here and we started to see a little bit of a rejection. Now, what we were looking for was to see if price would come back down towards the 0.7 handle and then maybe continue the trend to the upside. However, the dollar at the moment is weak. It is topping those tables. So what we are expecting maybe now is price to consolidate within a period here and then maybe price to continue, break out and move to the next level of resistance. Now, if I go to a lower time frame, let's take the 4-hour time frame here, you can see that price is actually trading within a slight range here. So this is the consolidation I'm talking about. We've got the lows here around about the 0.7065, and then we've got that level at 71.25 where you can see those highs have come into play in here. So I'm actually looking for price to trade within this range. You can see I actually set an alert down here on Aussie US dollar. We just haven't quite come into the alert yet. I was looking to see if price would come back into these lows for a long opportunity back into the range highs here where we may see another move back to the downside. Now, it is a high impact news week. We have Federal Reserve federal funds rate decision this week. We have an ECB decision. We have a Bank of England decision. So there is a lot of high impact data this week which could have an effect on the market, and in particular an effect on how the market sort of performs this week. We may see price range until the significant events, or we may see some really strong moves this week. So it is going to be a bit of a difficult trading week, so it's good that we've got the tables here to help show us where the momentum is in the market. So Aussie US dollar topping that. At the moment, we're trading within that trading range here, so I'd be expecting to trade within that. I am looking to see if price will drop down towards the low of the range. If we can see price do that, maybe even a false breakout of this range would be nice to look for a long back to the highs. However, we may not get that. Price may just shoot up to the level there. I only want to be long from the lows of the range, or if price was to trade through the highs and retest, because then we're clearing the resistance out of the way before looking for that opportunity. Now, obviously, another chart that we like as well is Aussie yen. Aussie yen, really like the opportunity long on this market. You can see the momentum in the yen W2 here. So I'm looking to see if we can see opportunities to the upside. And what we can actually view here on this daily time frame is the fact that price is trading above the 91.75 handle and it's heading towards the 93 level, where we do have confluence with the daily 200 moving average. So I'm looking to see if price will rally from the 91.75 into the 93 handle, maybe find a bit of resistance here and pull back, or if the momentum continues with the Australian dollar against the yen, then we could see a breakout move towards the 95.75. You can see here as well, we traded outside of this trendline resistance, so that's another kind of confluence for longs here on this market. So looking for that. On the 4-hour, we have a very similar setup to what we were looking for on Aussie US dollar. You can see if I just move down this rectangle here, what I've done is highlighted the highs of the range in here and the lows of the range, and looking to basically see if price would come back into that level there. Do we get long opportunities in and around this point for a move to the upside? So looking for that continuation. If I actually just drop down to a lower time frame, I'm actually just going to put that back here. We've actually dropped down to the hourly. You can see that price formed a sort of high in here. We've traded through that high, we've retested that high, and price is looking to push to the upside now. So you could be looking for your long opportunities on a day trading point of view. You could even go lower and look for a 15-minute trading opportunity. The way I'd look at that is, again, we've got these lows coming through here. If price was to fall all the way back to these lows, form a bit of a false breakout, that could be an opportunity to the upside. Alternatively, you've got these highs here. If price trades through that, find support again, we could look for a continuation into the 92.60s, and then beyond that we've got that 93 handle where we're expecting the overall price to head towards. So Australian dollar momentum is with this market at the moment. This could as well be down to the fact that we've seen some increases in CPI out of Australia, which means the RBA may have to act aggressively to hike interest rates. So the Australian dollar performing well on that data. So could expect some opportunities for Aussie US dollar and Aussie yen. You could also look at other currency pairs. You've got Aussie Swiss highlighted here, New Zealand dollar, New Zealand yen, and New Zealand Swiss. So you could have a look at all those markets and have a look at the price action and see what suits you best. So keep an eye on those charts of interest, and thank you for watching the video. I look forward to speaking to you in the next one.